Hello, welcome to badatpad. By me, tries to beat endgame content. So today we are here reacting to a very special event that we have not seen in quite some time, which is Player's Choice Godfest. I did not think it'd be coming so soon. Japan got one recently, and we're going to talk about that one in a little bit. But North America is getting a Player's Choice Godfest. Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair. I don't know when we're getting. Oh, this is so gross. Sorry, my bed looks really gross in the back. North America is getting a Player's Choice Godfest. The voting period appears to be for, I don't know, 10 days-ish. And it started already, so a lot of you maybe have already voted, which is cool. I'm going to show you the voting portal just for fun. And I guess I should show you what I should vote for. I might as well vote now. Actually, I'll hold off my vote. I'm not sure. Oops. So let's talk about the details. If you're unaware, basically what Player's Choice Godfest is like all of us get to vote on monsters, like on one monster that we like, and then the top 25, in the past the top 25 most voted monsters are put into a Godfest machine, and in the past I think it would just be the top 25, like that was everything in the machine. Is it? No, that's not true, sorry, that's incorrect. I think they were silver still. I don't know, but essentially we get to vote for things, and then they end up in a machine. And things we don't vote for don't end up in the machine, except for some trash silvers in the past. Or trash gold and stuff like that. So in the past, I believe the strategy was to actually try to vote for 5-star pantheons because trash could end up in the machine. Like, the rates, if you put in a bunch of GFEs, like, the rates would be really low for those who just end up with a bunch of silvers. So you just want to put in the more low rarity, but still good cards in, and that was the strategy. Now I think it's different. So let me show you what the voting portal looks like. Apparently you put your ID in, something. Not too much information in here. So this is what the portal. Oops. The portal looks like this. So I wonder if someone. You could totally troll and vote for someone, can't you, if you just put in their ID. So you can all vote for me if you want to. Don't do it. In fact, I'm just gonna vote now. You can vote for any Pantheon or GFE, basically, is what it is. I wonder if it lets you put in the X GFEs, like the 5-star. You may only vote once, blah blah blah. I may as well just vote now then. Let's see. So we have all of these guys. Old guys, a lot of them we don't care about anymore. For endgame people, 6-star pantheons too, which is nice. Blah 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 blah. And now the GFEs, which are just called FEs now, Fest exclusives. Slam. I don't know why they laid them out, so I guess they want to show all their names. Look at all the GFEs we have now. I believe we have, I mean, we may as well count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't, I'm not going to count them. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, so let's select one. Now, you know what, before I do this part, let's actually hop over to Japan, see what they got, and see what the rates were like, and then I'll vote for mine, okay? So this was Japan's event, and it became a Super Godfest. So not only was it a Player's Choice Godfest, it was a Super Godfest, which means it did include all of the trash, or exclude a bunch of trash. So theirs was actually also similar to the Voice Godfest we're having now. I don't think their Voice Godfest was like as good. Their Voice Godfest was a 5-stone machine, I think, but for them, they got it as a Super Godfest too. So kind of like how we have it, 10 magic stones, and then they had a skill up dungeon, and I believe they also got like, yeah, they come out max level full awaken 297 just like for us. So what they got in Japan was similar to what we got now. Also to note is they introduced 3 new cards. Vero was new for them, so they got the Dark Witch, but the Valkyrie, Athena, and Zeus 7-star GFEs. Which I don't know if they deserve that status, because they're not really as good as the witches, generally. But it was because they also got to pick one of those 3 for free, and just keep one, just for free, for nothing, of those 3 new light GFEs. But they got those. I don't know if we'll get those, TBD. but this is what they got in their Godfest. So it seems what happened for them is they just put in the top 20, they made a roster of 50 cards, which was the top 25 GFEs and the top 25 Pantheon cards. So there wasn't like any, like 25, in the past it would be like 25 of the top 25 of anything, but they split them up into GFEs and Pantheons this year. And it appears they don't have any of the trash cards either, like they don't have Brave Blades, or I don't know. Not that Brave Blades are trash now, as you can see from the most recent ranking, they're pretty useful in niche ways. But they don't have, I don't know, riders and stuff in here. And they did have riders and stuff in the past PCGFs. So these are what they got. These slam. And I think we do have like 30 some GFEs now, and they got 25 of them. The list is long because they like to give out the Continents Evolve, which I guess is kind of them, because it's kind of a pain to evolve them. And these are their Pantheons that they got. I find the Pantheon slightly more interesting to look at. For us, GFEs are always nice to have, but it doesn't really fully matter these days, like what you actually get. Any GFE is good to have, so... of course you don't like really want like 10, I don't know, who's bad? Like 10 Machas or something, or 10 Morigus. Somehow, I think this one's... Matcha and Morigu both made it in, but some other ones that I would have thought made it in, but didn't make it in. But that's cool, I guess. Yeah, Sylvie's not in there. Poor Sylvie. Actually, the one that I'm going to vote for, who didn't make it in, who I wish made it in to this, who I want to make it in, Reach didn't make it in either! What? They have Saline, Zella, Madhu, no Veroa. Well, Veroa's in there. We saw, Reach is in there. Just kidding, I was like, how could Reach not make it in? This is their Pantheon stuff. There's quite a lot of good things in here. So I for BJ, Nohime. I don't know why I said Nohime. She's not really for anything. Iya made it in somehow. I don't know how Iya made it in. What's his name? Izanagi made it in for D-Meta. Diao-chan, I don't know how she made it in. I think they put most of the currently good Pantheon stuff in here, which I will say is, I'll just say what they are, in my opinion. Currently what's good from Pantheons: Izanagi, Gilgamesh if you don't have a Fujin, Lug if you don't have a Fujin, although I would prefer Gilgamesh, I think. Tachibana is good, Ionai is good, Nohime is good. Anubis is not really in style anymore, but he's still good. What else is good? Awoken Vajrayaksha is good for farming. Cronus and Uranus are good. The Archangel Lucifer is good for D-Meta. I think an Awoken and Ra is good for farming, but a little on the niche side. Now we have so many of those guys. And Awoken Vajra, blah blah blah, the dark one. And Yomi, I guess, is fine. The rest of them, I wouldn't really want to get. Like, I don't really need more. I have like 4 Hakus. I don't want Iya, but he did get a buff recently in Japan. I don't think Diao-chan's great right now because Anubis isn't in and TARDIS exists and stuff. Pandora, I don't know why she's in here, but I guess she's fine. Minerva is outdated. Who else? Arad Knight also, I don't know why she's in here. But some people voted for them, by the way. Or people voted for them, so that's what happened. Now for the rates, which is probably the most important part. It ends up being 33% chance for GFE, so just like our Super Godfest. Or the Voice Godfest that we got recently, 33% for 10 stones. Because it's featured GFEs. So I think they split it into chunks, it looks like, with highlights. But I think it's the same pool on each one. It's just that they get they got highlighted differently, I think. Pretty sure it's how it is. So for GFE, we can just go backwards. So GFE is 22.5% total, plus 1.5 is 24, right? 24, and then 24 plus 9 is 33%. So a 1/3 chance of GFE, and everything else is, 67%. So 1/3 chance for GFE. So it's pretty nice, I guess. It'll feel very similar to the current event, I'm sure. The Voice Godfest, which is still going on, so you can roll in if you want to. And they have a skill up dungeon, so that's cool. Now, in terms of who to vote for, kind of up to you, since in this case, it looks like they just pulled, they kept the GFE and the Pantheon ones separate. I would probably just vote for some... how do I say this? I would try to vote for something middling. Not middling, but one, like, things that are obvious going to make it in, I wouldn't vote for, because I feel like most people would end up voting for, like, Riche or, like, D-Meta. Like, they're not going to be in there. I'm going to vote for Baldin, because I kind of want one, and him and Yogg are the two GFEs that I care about, that I would like to have, that I have not gotten. So I'm actually going to vote for Baldin. Please, I implore you, do not vote for Hino or Neptune, please. For me, don't do it. I do not want them. JP, North America was troll last Pcgf and they got Hino in there and like slot 24. Don't do it, please. Just vote for something good. If you're gonna vote for a Pantheon, there's a lot of good Pantheon options. I don't know. Just vote for if a middling Pantheon, like things that are good to make it in, like Tachibana and Nohime and Izanagi are good to make it in. Probably Uranus Cronus too. I don't know. For Pantheon, if I was gonna vote for one, who would I want? Who's good? Maybe a 6. I'd probably try to vote for more 6-star ones, just because the 5-star ones tend to be less good. Like we don't need Amaterasu anymore. I don't know why she's in there. I don't know who I'd vote for. I don't know who I'd vote for Pantheon. It's up to you. Maybe a Lucy. I'm not sure. Oops. Oh goodness. So with that, let's actually just do our vote now before it gets something. So like I mentioned, Baldin did not make it into the current GFE. Who else didn't make it in? It's so hard to tell from looking who didn't. I think Skulls isn't in here, but that's fine. I'm so bad at this. I can't remember who. Oh, Sheet didn't make it. Sheet and Skull didn't make it in here, and Baldin. Who else? Ten made it somehow. I don't know why 10 made it instead of those. I don't find him that useful right now. Who is not in here? It's so hard to tell. I cannot tell, guys. Sorry, my my bad knowledge. It's hard to tell missing ones. Yeah, but those 3 for sure I don't see in here. So I want Baldin in here, so I'm gonna vote for Baldin. He got a Mega Woken. He's pretty good. Did Gremory make it in? Oh yeah, I don't think they're in here. Gremory and Paimon did not make it in, which is fine. That's fine, I don't care. And then their third fire counterpart, I can't remember his name right now. Dantalion, I don't see in here, which is fine. That's great. They're not very good. Ooh. Not very good. Oops, not very good right now. So let's find our Baldin. Yes, we want a Baldin. And, you know, stuff like, yeah, that's my advice. Just vote for something that, like, might not make it in, like Baldin in my case. Like, Fujin's probably gonna make it in, even if you want one. Yogg's definitely gonna make it in. Like, they're all gonna make it in, so don't worry about it. Enough people will be voting for the top ones that they should make it in fine. Oops. Oh, sorry, my music started playing. Oops. 353-820-465. 353-820-465, yes. Baldin. Slam. Made it in. So, that is my vote for this Player's Choice Godfest. Good luck on your votes. Oh, one other really random thing. Oh, shoot, I have to go. I'm not gonna say the random thing. One tip that I saw on Discord is for the next ranking dungeon, you want to, not this one, which this one's almost over. If you're curious where I'm currently at, let me show you, because people tend to be curious. I have not moved too much from when I filmed the video. I have not even gone down. Yes, I have. I feel like the first day after that video, I went down to 11%, like 11.1%. But since that day, I have not moved below the 11th percentile. Like, I haven't gone to 12 yet this whole week, and I haven't changed my score, so pretty good. One tip I saw on the Discord, though, for the next ranking dungeon, which they say is going to be the pure ranking dungeon. I don't even know what's in that one. But I saw this morning. For you probably want, if you have free stamina, grind challenge level 2 for this monster. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's the 4th floor monster. Apparently you want one of these. for the next dungeon. And you can just run this with any trash team, anything, it'll, you know, whatever. I'm running a mono light team in tricolor and it still works, so, you know, a lot of things will work for this dungeon. I could probably run a full raw team if I wanted to and win. So you want to pick up one of these guys. I haven't got him to drop yet. I've run it like 3 or 4 times. They said on Discord, his name is Formula, and he has some kind of like 750k damage to like woods or something like that. Well, it's like a button that will work well in the next dungeon, apparently. I don't even know what the dungeon is, so I have not gotten him to drop yet, but apparently his drop right here is pretty good compared to, or it's good compared to everywhere else. I don't even know where else you would get this guy, but you can probably skill him up from this dungeon too. So try to get one of him. As you can see, I have not, and I still did not here. But that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Tell me who you voted for. Goodbye.